Hello book lovers and welcome back to Storytime with Mary. This is where we get to read all of our favourite books, and we've really been enjoying reading about our favourite books, haven't we? And if you are, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our videos so that we can read together all the time. Book lovers, today we are going to be reading a book all about our feelings and our temper, because it's very important to control your temper, isn't it? Sometimes people let their temper get the better of them, but sometimes it's always better to try and calm down. Today's book is awesome. It's called Tiny Tantrum, and this book is written by Caroline Crowe and illustrated by Ella Oxtad. So if you've got Tiny Tantrum at home, grab it now and let's read it together. This is Tiny when she's getting her own way, like eating lots of chocolate, or when it's time to play. But when you try telling Tiny that she has to wash her hair, or tidy up, or go to bed, she'll scream, "That's not fair!" Windows wobble, jelly shakes, and birds fall out of trees when Mummy dares to say the words, "Now put your coat on, please." But one day, just as Tiny stamped and screwed her eyes up tight, a hairy purple monster gave poor Tiny quite a fright. He said, "If you don't put your coat on, then your bottom will get chilly, and girls with frozen bottoms can't have fun, you silly Billy." "Yikes!" she yelled, and grabbed her coat. Who wants a chilly bum? She held the monster's furry paw and followed after Mum. They kicked through leaves and climbed up trees and slid in icy puddles. When Tiny slipped and hurt her knee, he helped with monster cuddles. The monster's tummy rumbled, so she took him home to eat. But when she saw the broccoli, she stamped her tiny feet. Then over by the cooker, with a chef's hat on his head, stood a monster with an apron on, and this is what he said. "When I eat peas or broccoli, I get a bottom wiggle. Vegetables taste better if you eat them while you giggle." So Tiny ate a little bit. She didn't shout or scream, and Mummy let them have a bowl of chocolatey ice cream. At playgroup, Molly had the trike, so Tiny opened wide. "I want that trike, I want it now!" She screamed till Molly cried. But just as Tiny tried to snatch, she heard a whooshing sound. A monster skidded down the slide and tumbled to the ground. He said, "There are some things that you never share, like hiccups, pants, or snot. But sharing toys helps make new friends and keep the ones you've got." At bedtime, Tiny and her friends were bouncing on the bed when Daddy said that it was time to brush their teeth instead. She clenched her fists and screamed and stamped. Then, oh, what a surprise! A monster in pyjamas twirled in right before her eyes. He sung, I'm not going to sing. "Brushing teeth's exciting. You don't know what you might find. Some chocolate or a biscuit that got stuck and left behind." Now Tiny Tantrum's sleepy and wants to go to bed. But the monsters are still running around. They want to bounce instead. "It's time for sleep," she says. But now they screw their eyes up tight. "We don't want to go to bed. We want to bounce all night instead." So Tiny says, "I'll count to 5. You'd better shake a leg. The last one in and snuggle down is a stinky rotten egg." "A stinky egg," the monsters cried, and jumped straight into bed. And Tiny plants a goodnight kiss on every monster's head. When Daddy comes to say goodnight, he doesn't hear a peep. Tiny and her monster friends are tucked up fast asleep. Now, Tiny knows the secret and will share it with you too. Don't waste your time on tantrums. Sing this song we wrote for you. Sometimes things seem boring and it makes you want to shout. But don't get cross, just bend your knees and shake your bum about. Give yourself a tickle, flush your tantrum down the loo. Your grump will go and soon you'll get the monster giggles too. Book lovers, what an important story in that book, because being grumpy is never much fun, is it? Try and have fun, book lovers, and don't throw a tantrum, because nobody likes a tiny tantrum, do they? Okay, book lovers, if you enjoyed that book as much as we did, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our videos, and we will read together again next time. Okay, book lovers,